Hello, my beautiful blue babes. Welcome back to my channel. Do you guys like the new background? I actually didn't plan on it being a background for the videos, but I was like, why not? This is kind of perfect. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Lighting's super weird because it is pretty much almost dark, so it's a little funky right now. Sorry, but I wanted to film now because I know I won't have time to do it later. But today, as you guys can tell by the title, will be just kind of a mini haul of things I've been collecting over kind of the summer and the last few weeks. Recently, I've gotten some new art supply. I've tried to kind of use what I have instead of stacking up so much because since I'm moving, I have to take all this stuff with me. I didn't do the best job at that, but yeah, I got some pretty good stuff and I want to share it with you guys. So we're just going to get right into the video. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the biggest thing, and my mom actually got this for herself, but like I know she's not going to use it, so I kind of stole it from her, and it's this board basically that's for art stuff. It's really big. Well, it's not like big, but it's big on camera. It's a decent size. It holds large pieces of paper, and it comes with these clamps right here, which I was really confused on how to work at first, but you push it down. You push it down and then pull it out, and it like ejects itself, I guess you can say, and then you do it on the same side, and you can push the paper up, and then you just push it down and you clip it back in. So this board is really, really nice. I actually have, which I'll show you guys real quick. Okay, so most boards that I've used that you guys have probably seen in videos have actually been like cork boards or dry erase boards that I have, and I have another one that I've actually just destroyed the back of, and I don't know how this started. I think these are just things I had sitting around my house and I decided to use them. I didn't purposefully buy the boards for this use, so I kind of like destroyed them. So this thing is really, really nice. It's made for this, so I can get paint on it and destroy it, and it's all good. And it comes with this giant rubber band as well that goes around it for when you travel. Okay, so I am gonna warn you guys, I just cut myself pretty badly, which you can't really tell, but on these clips when it snapped on me, so please be careful if you do happen to get one of these. But it slipped out of my hands, and of course I cut myself, so just a warning. So the next thing I picked up again was one of these just things of white paint. This is literally the simplest white paint you can get. It's by Loft, which other artists will know it's not like a professional brand. At least I don't think so, but I wouldn't say it is. But I don't know why, but I just love their paint. I've tried other paints that aren't like really bad, but this you get a really good price for a lot because I use a ton of white paint and this lasts me for a while. But it's just, I don't know, I just really like this paint. The consistency is really good. So if it's cheaper, I'm gonna get it. Yeah, so this is something else that I've picked up recently. One thing that I've had for a while are these brush pens. Well, not a while, probably like midsummer. Are these brush pens, and as you guys can see, they have been used a little bit. These are by Premier, so they're by that paint brand that I normally use a lot. You guys might have seen it in my other videos, but these are really, really nice. The only thing I would say is that like the colors might be slightly off as far as at least these two. These are basically the exact same color, but as you guys can see, like the caps are different. If it wants to focus, I don't know if you can see that, but the caps are different. So that's the only thing. The coloration, they might still try to be figuring that out, but it is newer as far as the brush pen area, watercolor brush pens, but the ink is within these pens. That was probably not a good example, but you guys can see the ink. So it lasts a pretty long time. And I've used them quite a bit. So yeah, and I think there might be like $6 a pen, maybe a little more, I can't remember, but I think what I ended up doing was using coupons and buying possibly a pack and then getting other separate ones. So I'd recommend doing that because, of course, you save money, and who doesn't want to use coupons when you can? So I've really been wanting these sketchbooks by Strathmore. They have really good sketchbooks, but they're just more on the expensive side if you're a beginner and stuff. But their papers are really good. So I got 2 of these because it was buy one, get one. One of them goes for $20 a pop, which is, again, kind of a lot. There's 48 pages though, so that's pretty good compared to their other prices and other sketchbooks and other pages. But it was buy one, get one, so I didn't want to pass up on that deal. Or if you guys just want one, you can use like a 40 or 50% off coupon depending on Acemore Michaels, or you can check out Blick. I recently just shared that on my Instagram. The link is down below if you guys don't follow me. I do a lot of posting on there, so I would recommend you guys go do that if you want to keep up. But Blick, I have a bag right here. Art materials, they basically sell brands like these, the popular ones, the more expensive ones, for way less, and I recommend checking it out. The only thing I would say is like their paintbrushes and maybe palette knives are things that you could probably pick up anywhere else for around the same price, but other than that, amazing prices, especially on spray paint. I want every color they have. They have a great selection, and like amazing prices is crazy. And plus right now it's like, I think they're having a school sale, like a back to school sale. I don't know how much longer it might last, so by the time this video comes out, could be over, but check it out anyways. But anyway, these sketchbooks are really nice. It's a 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and this is watercolor paper. It's 140-pound paper, and I don't know, I just really love painting acrylic on watercolor paper. I actually don't love watercolor on this. I just felt like it peeled way too fast for me, for my liking. But yeah, that's the sketch. Again, if you follow my Instagram, you guys saw this sketch, and that's the first sketch I did in this book. So really are excited to complete these books. I'm not done with the yellow book. I promise I'll do a sketchbook tour when I'm finished, but I am working on finishing. The next thing, of course I spilled it, I will share are these pencils I picked up. These are from Blick as well, and this is by Blick. They have their own brand, and I really like the pencils. They're just sketching pencils. I like heavier pencils, so I got from 2B up. I think I have a B too. A B as well, but I don't know where it is. So yeah, I had a whole thing full of pencils, but I lost them. I have no idea where they are, so had to pick up some more pencils. They had this little cute sketchbook that was on sale. Literally, this was $1, so I just picked that up. And these were less than $1 per pencil, but if you bought a certain amount, it was even less, so that's really good. I recently just got a new eraser. This is a polymer eraser, a white one, so I like those better than the needy ones. I don't like the needy erasers. For me, they don't do much. Then I got this little, well, actually my sister picked this out, and I really wanted it. It's just 5 different shades of neutral colors. I really don't think you guys will be able to see that well, but you can kind of see the variation. And I'm going to use this for journaling color palettes. This is the first one I did. These are new paints that I will also show you guys, but I think I'm just going to kind of keep color schemes and color palettes that I've done in here as a tiny mini little journal, so I can kind of keep track and go back to something when I really like it. Sorry if the lighting's been weird, guys. I'll try to fix it. So the next thing I got is this. I don't know if it'll focus. Maybe not. Okay, it's kind of there, but this is Indigo. It's watercolor, a tube watercolor. This is by Windsor and Newton. I really love their paints. I have a few like separate tubes like this, and then I have the actual like what are they called? You know, like the watercolor palettes, like you buy them. Oh my gosh, my camera is doing some weird stuff. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just really wanted to try Indigo, and honestly, I haven't played around with the color Indigo enough to know what it really should look like as far as like Prussian blue, which I've played around with so much that I know you know, at least the shade of Prussian that I like. So this one honestly just reminds me of Prussian blue mixed with a bunch of orange, and it kind of like, it's a cloudy Prussian, if that makes any sense. But maybe it's just their brand, but that's what this reminds me of. So now I'm just going to show you guys what is in this bag. This is a couple of the items I got. It's only 2, but I just got these art tiles. One of my friends got me something for Christmas that was a bunch of small little papers like these. They were kind of like tiles. And I really, really loved them, and I pretty much used all of them, so I got some more. And they're just, what size are these? They're 4" by 4". And these are just papers that I love when I have some spontaneous thought or I just want to splash some paint on something. And it's perfect because it also fits in my sketchbook. So that's why I like these. And I just got some white ones. And the other item that's in this bag is this really, really gold paper. You guys can't see how gold it is, but it's like, it's metallic gold. So I thought that would be fun to kind of sketch something on or cut it up and do something with it. So next thing I got, I'm so excited to show you guys this. I've been really into, okay, I can't remember if it's gouache or gouache. I think it's gouache, but correct me if I'm wrong. But these are paints I got from Blick. I reviewed these again on my Instagram, so if you guys have seen it, you can skip ahead if you haven't. This is a brand called, I think it's Holbein or Holbein Works. It's made in Japan. It's a Japanese brand, and it's gouache paint or gouache paint, however you say it. And I picked up, I think there's about 6 of these that I picked up. And I love these paints. The coverage is great. The pigment is great. And as far as like doing what this type of paint is supposed to do, it does it well. At least I think so. I haven't worked with this type of paint, with gouache paint, enough to really know like this is the way it's supposed to work or the way I like it to work. But for what I have done, I've done a few pieces with it. And for what I've had done, I really love these paints. I have to go back and get more. They have a beautiful color selection. The only thing I would say, which is kind of sucks, is that the only like pack that they have together is primary colors, which of course is important to have. But for me, I'd rather pick out a few other colors, and a brand like, what's it called? Golden, sorry, I couldn't think of it. Brand like Golden, where they have their packs, they'll have primary colors, but they'll also have a pack of other just more colorful rainbow type stuff that somebody might like. So this brand, they don't have that. You have to buy them individually, and they go for about $7 a piece if you're getting it from Blick. If not, I have no idea. I would actually check that out. The only thing about Blick is I can't use coupons like I normally do, so that kind of sucks. So I did, you know, spend the money on this, but I love them, and I think they're really worth it, and they definitely will last a while, especially, again, if you don't know what gouache paint is, it's basically watercolor and acrylic mixed together. It can be used kind of as acrylic. It might not spread as well, but if you add some water to it as you would watercolor, it extends the amount of paint that you put on it. So I recommend trying this type of paint. I love it. It's great, and this brand is amazing. So yeah, I'll try to link all this stuff down below. If not link it, I'll just put the names of everything that I got and the sizes and stuff like that. So next thing is this pastel. This is upside down. I always do that. This is a thing of 48 pastels, and I'll try to show you guys the colors without spilling them. But I actually got this back when I did an art show earlier on in the summer, and I just haven't shared it with you guys. But this is technically a cheaper brand, you could probably say, but I love these pastels, and they oddly do really, really well with water. So that's another plus, at least for me. It's a plus, but they have a really great color selection, and I just love these pastels. So I would recommend, this is, these are soft pastels. I personally just love using soft pastels. Not a huge fan of oil pastels, but I have a few. But this is by Koss Artist Soft Pastels, I guess. Koss, yeah, I guess that's the brand. So yeah, I don't really have any other information because it's like this art booth that I go to every year, and they just have certain brands. I can't remember the name of the art booth off the top of my head, but if I do, I will definitely link it down below. All right, and last but not least, one of the main reasons that I wanted to go to Blick is for the beautiful, beautiful pastels that you guys see here in this box. I'll try to show you again without spilling them. You guys can't see all of the colors, but this is by Prismacolor, and you can get these in packs, but I recommend do not go to Michael's or AC Moore to get these because you will pay way more money than you would if you were to go at Blick. The only thing I would say is shipping will probably, if you're getting it online, shipping will probably make it the same. So then if you're going to do that, go ahead and go into the craft store and just use a coupon. If you use a coupon, it might end up being similar prices to Blick, but if you don't use coupons, I just recommend going into the store and getting it because you do have to pay shipping online at Blick. But the reason I love Blick is because they sell these individually, and I'm sure there are other places that sell art supplies that do this, but for me, I've only ever seen it at a gallery. Oh, well, I guess it was a gallery. Yeah, it was like a gallery, but it's ones that you go in and shop at. And I've only ever seen it there. They had this little section with art supplies, and they sold these separately, and that's where I first got some of my Prismacolor pastels, and I think that was like a year or two ago. I think it was about a year ago, something like that. And anyways, ever since I've been in love with these pastels, and I just went crazy and got every single color that my eye just thought was beautiful instead of trying to pick. But again, these are all specific, so it's a specific price. It's like $139, maybe 180 something if you buy less than 6, and then more than 6 they're all $139, something like that. And that might have been with the back to school sale, but again, I really recommend these. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they break really easily, and with most soft pastels they're gonna break depending on how rough you are with them and you talk to them around putting them in containers. They're gonna break, but they break easily. He was trying to close this box for me, and just one of them snapped that easily. So yeah, that happens. But honestly, just save the smaller pieces and use them because they definitely are worth it. But yeah, that is my last item of this little haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share with a friend, and subscribe if you did really like it. That would mean a lot. I hope you guys just enjoyed these supplies. Again, I will try my best to put at least the names of them down below. I probably won't link them if I'm being honest with myself, but I will try my best to put the names down below. I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully that is sometime soon. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye guys.